Hey, good morning, everybody. Things have gotten worse literally overnight. Let me show you the impacts that is updated to happen on landfall. It was going to weaken, but it did not want to weaken. It is making a Cat 4 landfall, 139 miles per hour sustained winds, and it's going to stay a Cat 2 all the way across towards Orlando with 97 miles per hour, 97 miles per hour sustained winds. Then it's going to remain a Cat 1 after it goes over Daytona with 75 miles per hour winds. So this thing is really ramping up, and it didn't weaken. I figure it wouldn't have had time. It just stayed there and strengthened all morning. Good morning, everybody. What day is it today? Is it Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. And the power outages is starting to add up. Let me show you about the power outages because they are really starting to add up. So here we are. Let's see power. What do you see? Can you see that? Yes. 193,000 already without power as of right now. And that's just getting started. We're just getting into the meat of it. But look at this. Look at the storm inundation and the storm surge. Now it's expected 12 to 18 feet by Bonita Beach. Charlotte Harbor, 12 to 18 feet. 8 to 12 all the way down to Chokoloskee. A lot of storm surge. Good morning. Now, the rainfall has come down since yesterday. It was all pink, and it changed this morning during the live stream. We noticed that. But the inundation is still really big for Port Charlotte, Cape Coral. It's just covering the whole area. It's really not a good scenario, guys. It's a high-end Cat 4 at that. So that's really not good. But we will follow it and watch it. Right now, the wind gusts, let me check it out because I just got it going and ramping up myself. The wind gust is starting to pick up as well over there by Arcadia and Port Charlotte. Still saying 50 miles per hour wind gust so far, but it's about to get a lot worse. This is right on the edge of landfall. It's literally only got a couple of inches to go. And look how big the wall is. Let's see the tops real quick. So it's got some 40,000 feet high tops. It's not like it's 60,000. But still, this is a big thing. It's not quite a Charlie. Charlie was a 5. This is really a high-end 4. Still waiting for any tornadoes yet. Let me look at the outlook for today for that. How's everybody doing? Y'all been up all night? Have y'all gotten any sleep whatsoever?
I did.
I wasn't talking to y'all, babies. Have y'all gotten any sleep? My kids. You're like, I did. It's like, I wasn't talking to you. Cute, though. So we still have the 10% slight risk for tornadoes today, and that is for Orlando, Daytona Beach, Kissimmee, and Port Orange. That's who's in the biggest tornado threat. Big 5% all over. There's no telling. That 18 feet is a lot. When you go like to the harbor and you stand up and they got those street lights, that's almost as high as it's going to be. It's going to be pretty bad. 18 feet is a lot of surge. So just thinking, I mean, not being nasty, but you're going to have power outages. It could be for 2 to 3 days, could be up to a week. Depends how bad the roads get for everybody to get there to help y'all. So not only do you need water so you can fill up your tub so you have drinking water, DeSantis says he is bringing some areas where he's going to be loading water for everybody as soon as he can after this hits, of course. But you also can use that water to put like big buckets of it in your toilet to flush your toilet, because your toilet won't flush. So make sure you fill up your tub with water, because even if you have water, you're going to need that for your toilet to work. You don't want to be miserable as it is without power, and then be without power in a toilet that don't flush. So you don't want that. Yeah, no, I was up for 24 hours yesterday, and I just went and got some rest. I knew I'd get up before landfall, but I did not think I'd wake up to a high-end Cat 4. That was pretty shocking. Oh, I still got to change the information to my Twitter, probably. Let me go ahead and change that now. To anybody that wasn't here yesterday, I couldn't get to my old Twitter, so I had to put in a new Twitter so we can have everything going on. But we need to tweet out some wake-up calls to people, because as we was going to bed last night, it wasn't looking too good, and it just sat there and strengthened. To wake up to still a 4 on landfall, that's pretty bad. That's going to be worse than we wanted it to be. All right, there we go. All right, so that's fixed. 1 second, I will get to your questions. Just remember, I don't have a team of people. I'm a one-man show. So just give me one moment, guys. So as I find stuff, this is the Twitter I'm going to be displaying the videos and the images on. So if you ever want to go back and re-see them, they will be there retweeted. I'm just not liking that landfall. And when I looked, let me show y'all. When I looked at the rainfall according to the Euro, we'll look at all of them real quick. But the Euro shows a lot of rainfall. It is picking up almost 20 inches for Sarasota, and that's new this morning. 22 inches for Fishhawk, all the way to Lakeland, 16 inches. A lot of heavy rain coming. Also on the northeast side for St. Augustine. A lot of heavy rain coming just for Sarasota according to the Euro. Now the high resolution rapid refresh, it shows almost the same thing, but a little bit further to the south. It shows it'll be Northport that'll be getting it, and Icon, which was pretty accurate on the strength, showing that it's not going to give up. It's further south as well. So only the Euro is showing Sarasota will be getting all that. Fort Myers Pier. You talking about the view from Windy? Or are you talking about going to use somebody's cam? Those are tricky to use. There's stipulations with using them. Let's see. A lot of flooding. Overnight waking up. It's not super big in the yard yet, but it's got some flooding on that one. Let's check out a different one. Not a lot going on that as well. This is what I'm more worried about. 193,000 now with the power outages and then 18 feet. That's just too much. That's too much storm surge. That is not going to be a good thing. I'm trying to stay as calm and relaxed for you guys, because y'all don't need any of that extra right now. But 18 feet storm surge is a big deal. Okay, we're looking good right now. We have no tornadoes as of yet. Extensive street flooding in Stewart neighborhood. It's not showing the amount though. So right now we got a lot of storms going towards Daytona Beach. And they do have some winds in them. It's high 40s, low 50s. The biggest wind field right now is over by Port Charlotte, Sarasota, and for Tampa as well. These are in the 50 miles per hour wind gusts for you guys. That one with the street flooding. Let's see if I can find anything. See if anybody posted. I'm sure they have. See if anybody posted anything on social media just yet. See what we can find. You don't thank me, man. Y'all my friends. I'm always going to be here for you guys. It don't matter. Yeah, no. Good morning, everybody. Remember, take it slow. Don't make mistakes. They're still showing an old tornado. Still showing the flooding in Key West. A lot of that. Yeah, Key West got a lot of flooding. I'll show you a couple of these. I'm going to retweet them out. So it'll be a lot easier to look at. And it was far west. Not super far, but it was far west from Keys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. So let's take a look at some of these real quick. Make sure there's no warnings. No. All right. This one is by Internet Clips. Some of the flooding going on in Florida Keys. If you want to see this bigger full screen, just go to my Twitter. I retweet all these that I'm showing you. Got another one from Internet Clips.
Rookie. Hey, bro, hold my glass of shoes, bro.
Evacuate your residence.
It's okay, Rookie. She is not happy.
So right now, it is a 155 miles per hour cat 4 guys. It is a high cat.
By Dennis Street.
A lot of flooding. Internet Clips has been all over it showing the damage over there in the Key West. Make sure you go follow Internet Clips. He is on top of it. 80 miles, eye wall. I hope this doesn't go anywhere near a Cat 5, man, but it's already on the edge. This is Ida all over it. Exactly what it feels. Still 193,000 without power. So far, Collier got hit the worst, 42,000. Yeah, our Euro saw this a month ago. I literally saw this a month ago. Yeah, that's a fact. Good morning, Rose. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. Now, what we got to do, guys, is wake people up. We need to get as many people out there streaming. We need to get as many people helping as many people as possible. So only certain people follow certain people in some of these times. So if you know other people that stream, go wake them up. Go blow them up. Tell them that they have to wake up. Tornado footage of Broward County. Let me look it up. We was looking at a couple of tornadoes last night. No, just the same ones we looked at last night. It was some damage, airplanes, cars flipped over. Just the same ones we saw this morning on the stream. Yep, no hog hunting. Why is video unlisted? It's not unlisted. Video is public. That's why we're able to talk. Marco Island, Fort Myers. So let me show you the information to everybody that just came in here of the updated impacts, because it is. Let me show you on the radar first, because this. Let me turn this off so you can see what it is I'm trying to show you. So this is going to be a Cat 4 on landfall. So everyone below this is where all the storm surge, Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, even Naples, all this is going to be the storm surge. All above it is going to be the storms. Heavy rainfall, big banding. But then we're still going to have a Cat 2 over Kissimmee, and it's still going to remain a Cat 1 when it gets past Daytona Beach in the Atlantic. So it's not getting any better. It's almost the worst case scenario. It's worse enough. Between what it is now and what it needs to be a Cat 5 is not much more of a difference. It's already powerful. Good morning. Good morning. Where am I located? I'm in Wisconsin now. I came here after the military. I'm from Louisiana, born and raised. I'm thinking about getting back out of here and going back south because I miss the South. People up here are just too rude for me, to be honest. I'm used to the South. Yeah, it's still going strong. And if you look, let me show you what I wanted to show you. Because if you look at the inundation that is expected out of this, it's not good. Let's see if these changed. See if the warnings, they didn't change at all. It's still the same. But if you look at the inundation, now they're expecting 12 to 18 feet. 12 to 18 feet. That is a lot. And it's still 8 to 12 feet below that. The rainfall has gone down. It was all pink yesterday. This updated this morning with the rainfall changing. But the inundation is terrible. Port Charlotte, Cape Coral, Naples, y'all all are in deep inundation. It's going to be all the way from, let me show you. All right. So it's going to be all the way from Tampa, all the way to Orlando, all the way around to Cape Coral. All that, definite widespread power outages. That's not going to change. That's definite power outage. That's just because of the winds alone is going to do that. That's why I was saying fill up your tubs, because you want to be able to at least use the restroom while you're dealing with what you're dealing with. Watching from New Orleans, hey. St. Lucie. Let's check it out. Well, according to the track, I mean, it can still wobble east to west. They still don't know that because it still does that. It still does wobbles. It can still wobble before landfall. But you are right on the edge. Let me take a look on the impacts and see how you were looking real quick. So far, you're looking okay. 2 inches of rainfall, but your wind accumulation can start adding up. It all depends. Some models say 60 to 70 miles per hour wind gusts. Some go a little higher, but so far it's more of a northern push. And the highest wind so far is Sebring and Lake Placid, 80 and 90s, and then it starts dropping off after that. Lafayette, hey. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of destruction. I'm sure the internet's gonna be full of videos to see about this. Everybody's gonna have all kind of information to post. It's gonna unfortunately be a lot of destruction. That's a fact. Mandeville, hey, that's where I'm born and raised, Mandeville. Ocean. But we are going to have a heightened threat of tornadoes today. And the mostly is going to be by Orlando and Kissimmee in that area. It's going to be a good bit of tornadoes. We're going to have this tail. These tails are going to be whipping. And you see how they were over Miami, then it moved up all night, all morning long. Now they're going to be whipping over the northeast of Florida as they come on shore. So it's all the way from Palm Coast all the way to Orlando. They're going to just be coming on and spinning up. But remember, they are quick spin-ups when it comes to these kind of tornadoes that you get. They're quick spin-ups. They can be dangerous still, but they are quick spin-ups, not long-lived. So far, you have power south of Sarasota. Yeah. Yeah, it usually either goes to New Orleans or it goes to Florida. That's pretty much where it tries to stay at. Gulf really loves that area. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just stay safe. That's all I want is to keep y'all calm. Don't want to produce any hype. Just keep it calm where you can make rational decisions so nobody gets hurt. And just be here for you. That's all you can do is be here for people and read the information as it comes out. If they have some things coming on social media, you can show them what the impacts will be like, but I don't recommend putting anybody in harm's way in this system. See these winds. See if they're starting to pick up yet. Still showing Sarasota. Y'all still getting a 40 to 50 miles per hour wind gust that is coming through now. High 40s. It is going to get a lot stronger. But you can see all of it that's going to be coming. This is why you have all that flooding for northern Florida. This is why you got a tornado. Big area for tornado. I can show you real quick. Let me turn the radar off. Let me turn those off as well. All right. And my severe watches. So you have this big 10% right here. All this yellow from Daytona Beach all the way down to Palm Bay. This is where this rain band, the tail of this whip of the storm, is just going to keep flowing towards y'all. 53 miles per hour, 58 miles per hour. It's going to keep going towards y'all, and that's why it's going to produce those tornadoes. It's just going to be steady streaming in this area for a long time. At the same time, when this system gets a little closer, it's going to produce bands coming off right here towards Cape Coral and southern Florida, so you're going to be in the threat again because of that. That is a fact on the tornadoes. And you can see the cells moving through now. And these cells are moving fast. Some are at 40 miles per hour. Some are real slow. Like these up here, they're moving 18, very slow. But the rest of them are 40s, 20s. But this is where the tornado threat is coming from. This big group of cells right here. Till 5 in Sarasota. Let's see what those say. Yeah, they all show the turn. But just stay calm. That's the best thing you do. Thank you, Bridget. I appreciate it. Let's see. Wow, that's a big tree uprooted. Okay, let me retweet these and I'll show them so people can see. So this is by Willie Rage. Wow, look at that flooding. You got fish in your house? Wow. Look at that big old tree. Big old roots and just went right on. Now look how saturated it is on this picture. You can't quite see it on that shot. Pretty saturated. And the rest of them are from internet clips. He has a lot of good stuff. Power's still the same. That hasn't changed. Good morning, Jocelyn. Good morning, good morning. So far, we're showing north 10 miles per hour, 154 miles per hour winds, 937 millibars. It's showing north. It's not showing northeast. It is showing north. But remember, when this eye wall gets closer, all this eye wall around it, this is where the 100 miles per hour winds get in. This is where we really need to be careful and bunker down when those big winds come aboard, because that's where it's going to get rough. So I've been through it before where power was off. Trust me, you're going to want that tub filled so you can flush your toilet. Little things like that makes all that misery a lot better. It's going to be a tropical storm? No, Ross, it was a tropical storm. It will be a tropical storm after, but it's Cat 4 on landfall, Cat 2 over Orlando, and Cat 1 as it goes past Daytona Beach into Atlantic. Tropical Depression 11. Yeah, it's not going nowhere. It's going straight north. It's not going nowhere. Hernando County. All right, hold on. You're more northern. You're going to get some wind gusts, 50s, maybe get all the way into the 60s. But you're more northern. You're going to have a rain event. And so far, it really depends by which model. The Icon has been pretty accurate, saying you're going to get a couple of inches. The Ural sees that northern turn, and it's saying you're definitely going to get 6. But the high resolution rapid refresh is agreeing that it's it's not going to take that northern turn. Even National Hurricane Center isn't showing that northern turn. It's showing it's going to go further east before it turns northern. I think you'll be okay. So watch out for storm surge. You're going to have power outages, things of that sort. That's going to be for everybody, pretty much for Florida. It is going to be all the way from this line on down. We hunkered down. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, no, I'm here for you. You need somebody to talk to, I am here for you. I'm going to try and get to all your questions. Just remember, I'm just one guy. Always have been a team of one, always will be. Predicted time of landfall, it was 11 to 1 when we looked at it yesterday, but it's moving even slower. I mean, it says 10 miles per hour to the north. So if it's going north, it's just going to keep skimming all the way towards Sarasota when it finally hits, and whatever's below that is going to be the worst. It is definitely looking like Port Charlotte, Cape Coral, but we are literally inches away. But these inches right here could be 2 hours. It all depends. If it starts moving more of a northeast, it'd be sooner. If it keeps moving north, it's more of a time when it finally meets up in a triangle pattern, which takes it a lot longer. Getting some strong storms going towards Sarasota. Georgia, let's see if the winds have updated on that, because they were messed up yesterday. Yeah, so you see this pink banding right here. This pink banding is a hurricane force winds, and it's just now coming where it's going into Cape Coral. And that's where your strong winds are going to be, in that big banding. And it's just now about to come on shore. How long that's going to take is still up in the air. How long? It's up to the system when it wants to move in. It's getting pushed. It's getting pushed in the Gulf. The winds have died down quickly so far for Charlotte. I mean, it's showing a tropical storm, though, all the way. So I wouldn't go by this rally because it's been updating and been wrong last night. But it is showing tropical storm all the way to Columbia, South Carolina, all the way through to Virginia. It's predicted to stay a tropical storm because it's able to stay strong, going across, get some more water, and then go towards the southeast. Wow. St. Petersburg and Tampa. I can show you. You want the winds now, or you want what's projected to be the winds? Because that's a big difference, because all the modeling is different. As of right now, with the wind gusts, right now you're in a little pocket as it's passing by. You're about to have some more coming from the south towards you, but it looks like 40 to 50 miles per hour wind gusts. Definitely in the 40s. Some of it is in the 50s. 40 to 50 miles per hour wind gusts right now. That is going to be going towards St. Petersburg and Tampa. And some nasty little storms too. This banding is just going to go from east to west and keep going around. You can see how big it is when you put on the composite. It's a lot bigger out here. It's just I moved the radar so we can see more coverage under the next rad, which is better, a better radar. Projected highest wind speeds. maybe 139 miles per hour is what the software and satellite is showing as it comes on. They're getting tropical storm conditions by Punta Gorda. But it has a huge wind field. All this is all, if you're in this blue, this winds will be, the winds for you will be tropical storm conditions in all of this blue. Then when this pink circle, not this pink one right here, this bigger pink one like Sarasota, it's all the way in East Naples. Some of these storms could bring hurricane force wind gusts with them. And this circle right here is definitely bringing hurricane force sustained winds on you. So it could be a lot to follow sometimes. The main thing I'm looking at is all of these cells going towards Orlando. They're going to be curving around, so it's going to be a little more west. But Orlando, these over here will go towards Daytona Beach. I think we're going to have a lot of tornadoes popping up today. Yeah, I don't think looters are cool, Sean. That's people left for their lives, and you're going to steal it. Stealing, bro. It's looters. That's wrong. They shouldn't do that. But if you could help out a little bit, take a moment, like the stream, share the stream, get this out to others. Because to get things trending with YouTube, you always have to do more than 10%. And then whatever you're doing trends. It's always been the algorithm for YouTube. 205,000 now without power. Lee County is 40,000. Sarasota, 35,000. So Brace and Sarasota is starting to spread in your area. What a turnaround, though. The eye wall was getting eaten up and decayed last night, and get up this morning, and it's just Cat 4 high end. That's pretty crazy. But I'll be here with you to talk to you till your head falls off, till your power goes out. I'll be here for you. Tallahassee. Tallahassee is far as see the power outages. Let me show you. The power outages is going to be widespread in this region, and then when you get around this far away from the storm, these are going to be likely power outages. It's not going to reach all the way up to you over there in Tallahassee. It's just going to be widespread for the impact. That's just a given on the winds. There's nothing you can do about that. It is going to be widespread on the impact. But it has a big eye wall this morning. It was big last night and it started shrinking up, but it has a big one this morning. But if you look at it, it's got strong storms on the north and the southwest still, but it's still having problems all the way around. I would say I wouldn't see this intensifying, but look how much it intensified in the shape it was in yesterday. It's not going against the deep ocean heat content, but that's those Gulf waters at work right there. Nice cool day in Pensacola. I bet it is, man. Florida's a beautiful place. I said it many times. Y'all got the best governor in the world. Yeah, solar generator. That's what I use as well. But it is at 155 miles per hour sustained. Well, I'm picking up 153, 154. Still moving north, 10 miles per hour. It's 10 o'clock. All right, give me 2 minutes. I got to get my kids set up. I do homeschool because I need to go get them at their desk so they can get ready. They probably got a live lesson going to be starting soon. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go away. right, they are awake. They are in school. Yay. All right, let's see what else we can find on Twitter with this storm, guys. Severe weather statement. That's about it. I already showed that. That's not a lot. A lot of people are showing things overturned. I think the biggest ones was the damage to the airport. Let me show you that. Those planes really got damaged pretty bad. No warning's good.
Tornado
Damage on this airplane. This is by news channel PTV. North Perry Airport, Pembroke Pines. I'll tweet it out if you want to go replay it.
Airworthy anymore after today. We have
It's flipped over.
another one there.
Wow. Those airplanes are expensive.
Dude. Damn, dude.
Wow.
Damn.
Look at the power outages.
It's a shame to see this
233,000
airplane.
now. It is. Bro, this is about to turn red. You're getting some up here in Jefferson County, not a bunch. You're getting some. Once it reaches the Atlantic, they have it as a Cat 1 for right now, but they don't have any more intensity than that. It just says 75, so it's like barely. But you can see right here, guys, we have the eye wall coming on now. Cape Coral, Port Charlotte. It is coming on now. The eye wall is coming ashore now. Yeah, that's what I said, Scum. It was showing deterioration this morning. I don't know, what was that, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock? And now it's just strengthening up. But the eye wall is definitely coming ashore now. Let's see if I can get a better shot of the city around. Still have a lot of lightning in this storm. So it is still strengthening as it comes on shore. Which one was that? You can't say anything about Biden. Have me take you seriously, bro. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of tornadoes going by Orlando today. It's still saying north on there. That has not updated, but the eye wall is definitely moving in now. This is where there's going to be a lot of power outages. All you can do is just stay calm. Just stay calm. Be the best prepared you can. Be in your safe area and ride it out at this point. There's nothing you can do. There's nowheres you can go. Where you're at is where you're at this point. No tornadoes yet. Looping back out from South Carolina. I saw that in the ensembles that it showed that it could loop back. A lot of them showing it that way. Half of them don't know where it's going to go after that. This storm, you literally got to take it a few hours at a time. Everything is changing quickly. I was surprised to see that it's going to remain a Cat 2 all the way towards Orlando. That's pretty bad. So you're going to have Cat 2 hurricane coming your way. You're going to have tornadoes from the other side. It's not going to be pleasant. But it is moving in now. And it's headed a little more northern. But all the surge is all going to be on this portion of the storm. So Cape Coral and Bonita Springs, y'all definitely going to be getting in on that storm surge. But you see how it's wobbling a little bit further north. It could affect Port Charlotte in many different ways. And we won't know until we know which way this system is going when it gets on shore. We just have to follow it. This thing is going to wobble. It could wobble west. It could wobble east. Right now, it is a high-end Cat 4. 154 miles per hour sustained winds. It's a 937 at the moment. $269,000. Power starting to go out in Sarasota. So if you're in Sarasota or Manatee, power starting to go out in y'all area. Lee County, 62,000. You're more than Collier right now. Collier's a little below 60. So you're starting to lose power in that area. So make sure if you are able to charge anything, you better get it charged now, because it could be the last time for a minute before you get your power back. Especially as slow moving as this is, they're not going to come out and help you when everything's bad on the roads until this passes by. They're not going to put themselves at risk. All it's going to take is, as far as trying to figure out any damage for anybody, all it's going to take is tropical storm force winds. You're so saturated. You got rain on you for a long time coming, but you're so saturated it won't take much for these trees to topple over. Pretty much, if you're in a tropical storm force winds, you are getting power outages. And you can see throughout the whole path, it's covering almost all of Florida. It is turning right around by Madison, Perry, right before Tallahassee. That's kind of the line of it. But everywhere where all this is getting saturated, there is going to be a lot of power outages real easy. It's not going to take hurricane force winds to give you power outages. Tropical storm force winds will do that. A lot of strong storms going towards Sarasota as well. So you could be losing power as well as the storms coming your way. And they have still 50 miles per hour wind gusts with them. Still some high winds come with those. High 40s. Some places can get up to 50. but you are losing power in your section pretty fast right now. And you can see how much wind damage and winds that these cells are bringing over here for the tornado threat. These have some high winds with them. High 50s coming with that one. So these cells are getting even stronger for the tornado threat. So you're going to have a tornado threat on one side, wind threat, storm surge threat, flooding threat, power outage threat. It's just, you got a little bit of everything with this hurricane. It's really going to be a nasty couple of days for Florida, and then trying to get your power back after that. But I took off the dress shirt and put on the relaxed shirt. Dad, the man, the legend. Try and keep everybody a little more at home, a little more relaxed. I'm not going to play dramatic music. I'm not going to play dramatic sounds. I'm just going to be here with you and call it out as it comes. And these cells, potentially tornadic cells, are moving 40 miles per hour. They're getting up there in a hurry. Then after that, you got this big band right here that will produce this as well as it pushes north and east. It is definitely making landfall with this eye wall. Is anybody in Cape Coral? Imagine we do have a lot of people in Cape Coral. Yeah, my kids are innocent, man. Homeschool kept them innocent the whole time, and I highly recommend it. It's the public school that really messes up your kids. Other people not caring about their kids, and your kids pick up on it, and they do what they do. Landfall time. It's the eye wall's trying to make landfall now. The eye wall is literally right up against Cape Coral and Fort Myers. It depends how long it stays around there. I saw yesterday that it was around 11, was around the time, the earliest time that I saw, and it looks like it's getting close to that time. And it is 11 Eastern, but it's moving by Fort Myers now. You know, a lot of storms coming around by Orlando and Daytona Beach. That's all coming y'all way. Eastern Florida, over here along the coast from Miami all the way to Port St. Lucie, y'all kind of in a break. You got a little storm cell coming by Port St. Lucie, nothing big to it, but y'all kind of in a break right now. The main thing is all up here to the north and the east, where everything's going to be. You see, you still have this dry spell over here over southern Florida. Yeah, there's a lot of people afraid. Which, for Raleigh, it's not showing it's going all the way to you, but you are in the cone. They don't know which way this is still going to turn, but he's showing it be a tropical storm around that direction. So if it turns east, which some of the ensembles are hinting at, it could be a tropical storm coming your direction in Raleigh. It's pretty far up the road to know that for sure. It's pretty far away. This is going to be really slow moving. It's moving 10 miles per hour now, and they have expected it to get down to 5 as it gets even stronger. So it is going to move slow. It's going to be a slow moving flood. It's going to be Maine with the power outages. So a lot of y'all going to be losing power before this even gets mainly on land. As it comes on land, it's just going to shoot down numbers. Power's out in Fort Myers at 7 a.m. Hope you got a laptop charged up or something so you can recharge your phone off your laptop, because it's going to be days, bro, before somebody gets to you. But it is starting to wobble a little bit. It's trying to move north, but it's wobbling to the east because it's getting pushed by all that shear. You can see how it tries to wobble a little east. See how it just sits there for a moment? And then it might push east after that. We just got to follow it and see what it's going to do. It's its own little monster, that's for sure. But you have storms going all the way up towards Daytona Beach. Those are about to get pretty strong, and these cells are making their way. Where is that? 53. Yeah, they're coming your way. And remember, everybody, if you're in this blue line right here, you're in tropical storm force winds at least. If you're in this pink right here, you can expect hurricane force wind gusts to come on quickly. But it is making landfall right now. It's going to take a while, but the eye wall is hitting. No thanks. We don't want to know about your dating site, bro. Anybody looking for a date in the middle of a hurricane? It's probably a bot anyway. Is it going to make it to a 5? It is on the edge now. It is 154 miles per hour winds. It is on the edge of being a 5. I don't want to say it won't, because we really, only God knows what is left for this to strengthen. I didn't expect it to stay a 4. All right, they have updated. It has updated to where it's not going to be, it is going to weaken. It's a 4 now, trying to make landfall. It is going to go down to a 3. And instead of a Cat 1 over Orlando, it's going to be a tropical storm over Orlando. 69, though. It'd be a high-end tropical storm. And it's showing that it's going to go to a tropical depression by South Carolina and North Carolina. So it is showing a weakening. So hopefully that means Cat 5 is out of the category. But it did downgrade. That's good. Any downgrading is good. We need more of that. Just watching these cells, because I know they're gonna turn tornadic. You give them enough time. Really gotta watch that. This is literally trying to come on land, though. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to do a little bit of an eastern push. Right now, it looks like it's pretty much on a stationary. It could be on a pivot point where it could be curving in. It could go further to the north. I'm just glad that downgrade. I'd like to see that downgrade some more. It's still a major hurricane with 121 miles per hour sustained winds, 150 miles per hour wind gusts on that. Yeah, I'm on it. If it was up to me, I wouldn't have slept the hours that I did. The only reason I did is I expected this not to be so strong when I got up. It's all right. You got friends here, man. Just be patient. One guy. One guy. Let's see if this camera shows anything now. Up to 7 minutes ago. No. Thank you, Paul. God bless you, man. I just care about y'all. Y'all my friends, man. Like I said, whoever, if you wasn't here for this morning, is all y'all that I know on YouTube. That's all I know besides my family. I don't have friends outside of my house. That's 15 hours. Yeah, nothing else new. Not yet. It did move. It did move overnight. It just sat there for a while, but it did sit there and strengthen a little bit. But they did downgrade a little while ago, so that's good. Any good news is good news. Power's gotten a little better. 297,000 is 277,000. They're attacking it as it happens, so that's really good as well. In the military, I was in the infantry. Pretty much searching around buildings, jumping out of a Bradley tank. It's not a big deal as people make it out to be. There's so many of us over there. You're pretty safe, man. We're talking lots and lots of people. It was the Army. It wasn't the Marines. The Marines they teach you to be top dog. In the Army, they teach you the battle buddy system. So I was 11 bang bang 11 Bravo infantry. I'd do it again too. Matter of fact, I tried, and then they wouldn't let me in. I was too old. Why everybody talking about this storm? I'm not going to do none of those titles though. Those are pretty bad. Tornado chances is still the same. That has not changed. The worst still being Orlando, Florida, Deltona, Florida, Daytona Beach, Florida, Kissimmee, Florida, and Port Orange. You're in the 10% for today, slight risk. What intensity it would be when it gets around Tampa? That's a good question. Oh wait, all right, cool. Okay, so we have some new information. Let's check this out real quick. They updated some more information. So now it has a hurricane warning for eastern Florida, northeastern Florida. You have the tropical storm watch along Georgia and South Carolina. You also got a hurricane watch for that area as well. Storm surge is still the same. Whoever didn't see it yet, it has risen from 12 to 18 feet for the Charlotte Harbor. That is a lot of storm surge. Rain amounts still stayed around the same, and we still got the inundation. But they did downgrade it from the major to the storm going all around, then as a depression. I'm sure it'll change again. That's what it does. Gusts are getting stronger. Right, Tampa. You could be in the hurricane force wind gusts. Now see, this blue circle right here, you're going to be getting tropical storm force winds. You're not going to go around that. This pink one right here, as this moves to the east-northeast, is going to bring some hurricane force wind gusts. But the hurricane force winds itself is going to be within this smaller pink circle. And so far, it looks like it will miss you. It would be close. Let me see what I can find on windy as far as the future impacts on the winds. I'm going to go according to the icon. The icon has been on it. So let me show you so you can see what's expected. So as it comes on, this is your wind gusts. So you're looking anywhere from Bonita Springs to 115 miles per hour wind gusts. Cape Coral almost 130, all the way to Venice and Northport with 110 to 115. Sarasota in the high 80s, but once you get by Tampa, it's in the 60s on the wind gusts. And then it miles down after it passes Sebring, but it still brings Lake Placid 90s, Arcadia 98, high 90s. Okeechobee, you're in the high 70s. So it's definitely bringing some high winds to more than just the landfall. But the rain is going to be a lot as well. Northport looks like it's really going to get hit hard. Venice is going to get hit hard. Then it's going to bring heaviness all the way across towards Cocoa, Palm Bay, Daytona Beach getting hit hard because of that onshore flooding as the system gets back over there. So it is bringing a lot of straight cross heavy flooding, and you can just picture all that with just power outages widespread. That's just because of the winds and the rain. You can see it for yourself with the widespread, just like I showed you on that circle, what the widespread is going to be. And you can see it all the way from Tampa, all the way around past Cape Coral, all the way towards Naples. All this purple area, you're going to be widespread power outages. Not a single one of y'all are going to have power. That's why I was trying to tell you, if you have water, that's great. You should have yourself situated. But if you need simple things, use a toilet, flush a toilet, which is not going to be working, you're going to need more water. So you fill up your tub, you can use that water in your tub to drink, but you also can use that water to put into the back of your toilet so you can flush. Because with power outages and the mess you're going to be in with the humidity, the stickiness, I'm from the South. I remember those days. It'd be less misery if you could at least not smell like a bathroom in your house. It would help you a little bit better with the situation. All right, Sandy, you have a great day. Thank you for coming by. Hope everybody has a great day today. It was good news that it came down some. I want to see it come down some more. All right, I'll show you this real quick. Some people posting some videos about the winds as it comes on shore. Let's take a look at those real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. No storms. No. All right, here's one by Market Rebels. Hurricane Ian supposed to make landfall. All got retweeted, so if you want to see them, go to my Twitter. Watch it. You'll see this. Birding Peep. Don't have sound on theirs. Point South Condominium live beach cam just now in Fort Myers Beach. This is 4 minutes ago. You see how it's shoving all that water like that? You see the big waves out here? It's just going to do that for a long time and just keep shoving and shoving. And it's not going to go back out. It's going to keep going in. That's why you're going to get all that storm surge. Also, News Channel PPV, we already seen that one. That was the damage. 272,000 on the power. Like they're starting to slow down on fixing that power. It might be getting to be a lot right now. They have to watch for the conditions as well. No tornadoes yet. Those will be coming up, especially with the daytime heating, guys. It already has the mixed winds on the 2 different levels. So it's going to have rotation. Sarasota, you're getting some banding coming across you now. And then all this banding that's going towards Fort Meade, instead of going north, is going to revolve. So this is going to go around towards Tampa and Lakeland eventually. Just not at the moment. So Lakeland, you're okay for right now. Yeah, that storm surge is going to be awful. I hope nobody goes out in that. Not no time to be surfing, windsurfing, whatever y'all do over there in Florida. Not the time to be doing all that. You will put yourself in harm's way if you do that. And then we have high tide. Is high tide at 4:30 today? Someone said it's a Cat 5. No, it's not a Cat 5. It has downgraded. It did not upgrade. It has downgraded. It is not a Cat 5. So whoever's telling you that, please do not listen to them. It is not a Cat 5. Don't tell people that. That's not nice. They got enough going on. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, very tired, but it's okay. I got coffee. I still got a Red Bull. So, and I got the Lord giving me strength, so it will be just fine. Cute little kids might come over and ask me what's 7 times 2. I don't know. We will see. But that's a highlight of my day, man. I never thought I'd love going back to school again. It's just so much fun through my kids' eyes. You okay there, baby? Okay. Yeah, this storm surge is just now starting to come on, guys. Hi, favorite Grace. Good morning to you. Thank you all for your support. Remember, any of the support you do will just go right towards the feeding families. I have something big I'm doing next month for that. Really big, multiple areas. So I will make a video on that, add that to my video when I do make the video on it so you can see that. But we're going to do a lot of good with that soon. Now you see how these are carrying from southeast to northwest. These are going to just swing around. And sooner or later, as this goes a little further north, this banding is going to go over Tampa from the east to the west. And you do need to watch out also so we don't get no tornadoes out of this. All the tornadoes will be in the right front quadrant of this storm. That's where it will come from. So it'll be popping up by Sebring, maybe swinging around by Tampa, maybe dying off by Tampa. We will see. But these coming off of the Atlantic are showing high wind gusts, high amounts of precipitation. Those have a good chance to be some nasty storms. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. You live in Fort Myers, your roof just come off. Live in Milwaukee, do you have a Harley? Yeah, I saw the places up here. No, I like bikes and all, but no Harley. I got a Chevy Traverse. I kind of like my Chevy. Let's see if we got anything on the storm surge that's happening now. No. West Palm, I believe you are okay for right now. These cells aren't coming towards you. They're going towards Titusville. They're going towards Oak Hill, Daytona Beach. Orlando, not quite yet. These cells are going further to the north towards that 10% area. But there's a big void right here for right now, all the way to West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, all the way down to Miami. And all these cells that you see, these are headed north, not to the west. So right now, you're okay. And if this continues on that north to northeast push, it's going to continue getting further and further away from you. But like these bands right here, we have to watch, make sure they don't rip up a cell in a possible tornado on location, because there's a big tornado area for today. But it is still coming by Cape Coral. Now that's going up to 155 miles per hour winds, 190 miles per hour wind gusts. Thank you, everybody. God bless you, man. Wow, look at what it did to that beach. So that's pretty powerful. 190 miles per hour wind gusts. So definitely if you're in Cape Coral, Bonita Springs, you will feel that as well, just not as strong. And it's definitely going towards Port Charlotte, Arcadia. All these powerful winds and the storm surge is going to be on the south and the east side. So you need to watch out for that. And then it's going to be carrying, if the track continues, the worst of the winds will be Arcadia, Sebring, and then eventually towards Titusville. But all the storms, all the heavy precip is going to be wrapped around on the north side. See how these are all bunkered up together? Hunkered up together? It's going to be like this all the way through the path. So Sarasota, you definitely get into storms. St. Petersburg, Bradenton. And as far as your winds, it looks like it's still 50 miles per hour wind gusts that is with this system. But you see these cells? You mean Jacksonville? Right now you don't have no winds coming your way, but it'll be coming in your direction. Look at the high wind gusts in that cell. It looks higher. It looks like it's almost 60 on that. Yeah, 60 miles per hour wind gusts coming with these cells that are looping around and coming towards Daytona Beach, Palm Coast, maybe St. Augustine. It's whenever this swings back around. That's what we got to watch for. And you can see all these cells coming from Sebring towards Tampa, Fort Meade. It's on the edge. It's on the edge. It's a little bit further north, and it is going to be affecting y'all. It is some nasty little cells. But we still have the eye coming on land right now. Yes, Jacksonville, so far you are okay, but they keep changing the outcome of the path, and so far the latest trend is downshifted. So far 50, maybe high 50 miles per hour wind gusts. Your rain accumulation is maybe a couple of inches. It really shifted to the east, and you're on the north side of the storm, so it's really not going to impact you too much. But tornadoes, see if they updated that. Yeah, you don't have Jacksonville in it, not in the tornadoes. Yeah, don't play in those floodwaters, guys. Y'all don't know what's in those waters. You have no idea what's in the waters. Not only the animals, but it could be glass. And glass you can't see when it's in water. So it could be sheets of glass from things being broken. Could be big pieces of wood in there. And all this can just get shoved on you, in you, hurt you. Don't play in the floodwaters, man. If you think it's safe and you can see what you're not going to be able to see, make your own judgment. I wouldn't play in those waters. I know it's tempting, but it's not a swimming pool, man. It's going to hurt you. Thank you, Gay. God bless you. I appreciate the support. Yeah, the eye wall is coming on shore now. It's been trying to come on shore for a while now. Still by Cape Coral, going towards Port Charlotte. I just don't like those winds. Has some nasty winds. So definitely Fort Myers, Cape Coral, North Fort Myers, Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte, going towards Arcadia. This is going to be a lot of storm surge when this comes on land. Definitely got to watch out for that. How's the power doing? I want to stay tracked. Power just spiked 315,000. Now it's starting to spread to Hardy County, DeSoto County. It's spreading, guys. It's about to jump to some big numbers because now that it's coming on land, it's going to be a bigger wind field coming on land. Everybody talking about this was planned to wipe Disney away. That's funny. Who knows what the ulterior motives are on the higher ups, right? Nobody truly knows. That's why it's best just trust in the Lord, let God fight your battle, man. It's just too big of a battle. The tornadoes is on the right. So wherever your storm is, your tornado section is always the right top quadrant of the area. So as this moves towards, say, Orlando, the worst part would be east and north of Orlando. And before it gets to Orlando, like say when it's moving across by Lakeland, Fort Meade, the worst section for tornadoes will be in the right top quadrant. That's where they form at from all this banding that comes around. But it is doing it now. Yeah, when is high tide? Is high tide at 4:30 today? Does anybody know? No. Still has it at 155. You wouldn't mind the mouse drowning? Yeah, crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of things surrounded around Disney. You know, Disney, the CIA was involved with Disney. You know, they control what you watch. And you haven't noticed how cartoons and TV, how everything, you see more violence, you see more people getting hurt. So it desensitizes you to where when you see it on the street, it's natural, it don't affect you. So it's less people helping others when they see them hurt because you're being desensitized by what's on TV, by all the violence. Thank you for sharing, Angela. All the more we can get out, the better. We already seen that one. I want to see some landfall video of the surge going on with this, because I know that it's just going to be bad. Looks like it's going a little bit northern, but a little bit wobble to the westward. It's going to wobble back and forth all the way to landfall. But the edge was down here. And as you go forward, it has moved a little bit. Not much. So it's going to be steady getting hit from this eye wall for a long time. And it is going to knock out your power. All right. Let's put on live scan and see what's going on, because these cells should be starting to act up soon. What do we have? We do have a tornado warning. 1 second. Tampa Bay area, Ruskin, Florida, 11:30. Tornado warning for West Central Highlands County in South Central Florida, Eastern Hardee County in Central Florida, Northeastern DeSoto County in South Central Florida until 12. Just 1 second. Let me look at this. The gate to gate don't show, well, for a little bit, but it don't show a lot of potential on the gate to gate. There we go. So here's where our cell is, diverging, going to the west northwest. You see how it is on the other one. Yeah. You can see it really good. Excuse me. So we have Zolfo Springs in 19 minutes, and it expires in 28 minutes. So in 24 minutes, Wauchula. Wauchula is coming your direction. Potential tornado, just be aware of that. We'll keep up on it. Keep watching it. The banding is starting to get serious over here by Cape Coral. See, it's starting to move inland now. This is where it's going to start getting dangerous, guys. This is where the power is going to start going out. 315,000 is starting to affect Indian River now in eastern Florida. Yeah, you watched the stream last night. You saw how weak that storm was getting. Look what we're waking up to this morning. Is this unreal or what? Yeah, I love Reed. Reed's a very good guy. I have him recommended on my channel. Can't show you his stuff though, because he is under contract with AccuWeather. That's why Ryan was never able to get him as a chaser, because he's already spoken for. Everybody loves Reed. He's awesome, man. He's not going to sell out. Your boss lives in Punta Gorda? Even if they're your enemy, man, you should wish the best for them right now, because you don't want bad things to happen to people. It always affects your life in some way. The tropical storm force wind field has stretched out past Tampa, past Haines City. Tornado is still going to Sulphur Springs in 17 minutes and Wauchula in 22 minutes. $337,000 without power, and it's growing. The dry air, it's hard to say what this dry air is going to do. You can see how you got the pocket of moisture missing from over here, but it's not in the cell. I think when it comes in, it's going to be after landfall. High resolution rapid refresh, the winds that it picks up, it's still picking up, is not concurrent with the data that we see of this strong hurricane. So I would have to take it as not very good on tropical at the moment. Still showing 190 miles per hour wind gust. If you're in Port Charlotte, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, y'all definitely should be in your safe location as this comes on land. It's going to take a while for this to come fully on shore, guys. And then you have the tornado threat. 16 minutes for Sulphur Springs, 20 minutes for Wauchula. So give that some time. $20 minutes for Wauchula for that tornado. This is going to be a long duration. It's going to be a long duration hurricane, dude. It's traveling very slow, and when it gets on land, it's going to go even slower. That's the worst part of it. When it gets on land, it's going to go even slower. Is anybody here from Sulphur Springs? Sulphur Springs. 15 minutes on that tornado. Yeah, no, God bless and protect all of you. I wish the best for all of you guys. Even the haters, I don't care. I don't hate people. I wish the best for every single one of y'all. This is not a good scenario. I thought that I was going to come back and it was going to say a Cat 1 because it was just downgrading a lot this morning. God bless you guys, man. I really wish the best for you guys. Everybody I'm supposed to help is here, and that's all I care about is helping the ones that want help. But we got to watch out for Tampa as well in Lakeland, because when these cells starts revolving around, they're going to be going in y'all direction. So that could turn into a worrisome scenario. We'll have to just stay on top of it. Sulphur Springs, 14 minutes. You're in Wauchula? Wauchula is 18 minutes on that tornado. Let's see. All right, I'll show you. Somebody's showing some damage in Florida. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of that. Wow, look at these winds. All right, I'll show you all that. All right. You got to see these winds as it comes on land. It's pretty fierce. This is by Vivo Outages MX 5 minutes ago.
Oh wow, this is a twin that totally destroyed.
We've seen those airplanes.
See this one plane.
Yeah, we've seen those. Look at this. It was more than one. I want to show you this other one. Have we seen that? No. Oh, that's why. I didn't finish clicking the button. All right, now we can look at it. This is St. James City behind Ireland. This is by Chris. fierce winds, guys. 337 without power. 337,000 without power. Yeah, that was some strong winds. And that was the eye wall coming on land. So that's what's in your area. If you're in that area for that eye wall, that's not turning out to be the greatest place to be right now, especially by Cape Coral and Fort Myers. But you can see how these storms are bringing strong winds, and it's going to be going towards the Tampa area soon. Sarasota, you're in it for a few hours, because what's back here still has to travel to the east. I'm sorry, to the west. So you're going to be in it for a while, and these storms are coming towards y'all way. So St. Petersburg, Wilmama, Bradenton, y'all just be aware. Right now, the tornado is still going that direction. Wauchula, 14 minutes. Zolfo Springs in 10 minutes. So if you're in those areas, just beware of that tornado. Definitely get in your safe place and hunker down. And just make sure you're safe. This is going to be all day, a lot of spin-ups all day. Those winds was crazy. Landfall in Sarasota. I don't see it going that far north. That's pretty far north. I don't see it going that far north. It's trying to get on for Cape Coral. I think worst and furthest case would be on the angle that it's on, that it would be somewhere as close towards Port Charlotte, actually. But all the storms is north of this hurricane. So Sarasota, Bradenton, even Tampa is going to get up towards Tampa. Y'all going to be seeing more storms than the surge off of this. You're still going to be just as much heavy rain, but it's not going to be from the surge. It's going to be from the storms. Zolfo Springs, 8 minutes. Tornado still going. Wauchula, 13 minutes. Tornado still going. And the cells that are coming around towards y'all, 49 miles per hour, 67 miles per hour. They're going pretty fast. 47 miles per hour, 56. Pretty strong cells flying by, guys. And it is bringing the wind gusts with it as well. So far, you're looking like in the high 40s. Miles per hour wind gusts, and that one looks like it has some 60 in it. Let me see. Get a little closer, get some better reading. Oh, I thought I saw yellow. Yeah, it's 50s, high 50s. So it's bringing a lot of wind gusts with it. So it is going to be some nasty little storms. And with the wind gusts and the way it's repeating over y'all, training for the same place over and over, it is going to create more of the power outages. 358,000 now. Now it's starting to really affect Lee County. 111,000 in Lee County. That's the biggest area hit so far. You're getting a little bit in Jefferson up north as well. Yeah, the winds are just coming into Cape Coral now from the eye wall. Why do I think God allows this to happen? God has his own plan. Nobody knows the way he's thinking. He don't think the way we think. He don't feel the way we feel. He's totally on a different category. But I know that God cleanses with weather. He scorns, he cleanses, he blesses with weather. So God does control the weather, brother. Or sister. Brother. Wild Mama? What? All right, 6 minutes Zolfo Springs, 10 minutes Wauchula for that tornado. He's the Almighty, brother. It's either repent or you reap the outcome. It's not like he owes us anything. You know, he don't need to do what we want. He don't owe us anything. We should be proud that he even wants to even acknowledge us and want to help us and wants us on a higher level spiritually with him. That's an honor, man. I mean, you're talking about a God. That's a total different category right there. Still just one tornado warning. 5 minutes, Zolfo Springs. I am wrong, Greg. This is not good. When did I say this was good, bro? I never said this was good. Southeast Florida. No, I don't see a lot of banding going on. They have some outside of Port St. Lucie, but it's headed more of a northern, a bigger swirl. The system is a way bigger. Let me see. It is a way bigger swirl of a system, so it's not going to come straight to the west. It has to go all the way around for you. So for the southeast side of Florida, I don't see a lot of cells banding coming your way yet. Maybe as the day heats up, some could happen. We will see, because it can easily spin up right off of the Atlantic. These cells are moving high 50 miles per hour. They're getting up there quick. They are in a hurry. But please, before your power goes out, you're going to be so thankful to have your tub full of water. If you can, fill your tub up with water. 3 minutes, Zolfo Springs. Tornado is in 3 minutes. 8 minutes for Wauchula. 8 minutes for Wauchula. Looks like it's starting to weaken down. Yeah. The base. See how it was nice and strong? See how you had a nice winds going inside of this? Winds coming around this with the little yin-yangs. That's nice and strong. Good chance for a tornado, but then as you move along, it loses it. Yeah, it lost it. I think that tornado is going to go away soon. It's not looking too healthy. It has not updated the winds yet. It's still showing 155. Impacts didn't change. You still got 12 to 18 feet storm surge for Charlotte Harbor. Tornado threat is still the same. Power jumped better quickly. It was at 300. Now it's at 200,000 people without power. So that's gotten a little better. Yeah. It's amazing how strong faith is. You give it what it deserves, and it will carry you across, man. There's nothing like faith. It's just a muscle. You got to exercise it and build it up. I wouldn't know what sins Florida committed. That's between people in Florida and God. Excuse me. But yeah, the winds are coming on now, though, on landfall. Big banding coming by Cape Coral and Fort Myers Beach. It's still moving. Not a lot. It's not moving fast. It's moving a little bit. You can tell by down here. You see how you see where it is? And then when you move forward, it moved a very little bit. Not much. It is definitely slow rolling. I was surprised to see it strengthen up so much so quick. I'm glad it downgraded a little bit. The next tropical storm, yeah, the one that's in the Atlantic Ocean, that's not going nowhere. It's headed north. It even shows you the track. It's headed north, and it's going to be a tropical depression and die off. I saw maybe a wave could make it towards the Bahamas soon. I will update y'all on that after we deal with that. After we deal with this. It's not anytime soon. Shingles are being ripped off. Fences are being destroyed in Cape Coral. God bless you, bro. That tornado is still going. 1 minute for Zolfo Springs, 3 minutes in Wauchula. They still have it up, but it should expire because that system wasn't looking healthy at all. All right. I can't wait to see all the videos people puts out when they finally able to upload whenever they get power back, because everybody's phone is going to we'll be running out of power. This is going to be a few days before y'all get power back from this. It's going to be a few days. Yeah, this is already wild what's happening to people. Just bunker down, Florida. Hunker down, sorry. That's all you can do is just ride this out where you at. Getting the best area you can. Now we're getting flooding alerts spreading towards Port Charlotte. So you got the flash flooding happening for Cape Coral. And it's also transferring over. You'll see in the last shot. See, it's transferring over by Port Charlotte as well. It's hard to say which direction this thing is going to go. means a few days. Y'all gonna have power outage anywhere from 3 days to a week for some areas. It all depends what area you're in. They gotta wait till it's safe for them to come out before they can get out. That's the one thing about if you're in a bad area and they tell you to evacuate and you don't evacuate, and if you get hurt out there, well, it's going to be a couple of days before somebody can get to you. That's the worst part. They're looting gas stations? Seriously? How you doing, hon? You need help? All right, let me help my daughter with this math real quick. I'll be back in 2 minutes, guys. I won't be long at all. All right. Actually, she had a lot of problems with her math. And I'm going to have to help her with that soon because she has a test. Is everybody staying calm? Stay calm. Don't make no mistakes. The best thing to do is just stay calm. All right, now the storms are starting to reach towards Tampa now with the wind gusts. Port St. Lucie. Let's see what we can get off of the buoys. West Palm Beach all the way down to Miami. Y'all got 40 miles per hour wind gusts coming along offshore. At least that's what the buoys are reading out there. Got 56 coming in by St. Petersburg. That's with those wind gusts of those storms moving through. You're still getting high 30s to 40s over there by the Keys. What radar? This is WSV3. If you just type in WSV3, it pops up. I've been using this for, I don't know, 4 years. I used to tornado track every day for like a year. It was a long time. And this is the best. You can change everything. You don't need to do all this other stuff or promote somebody else. This guy fixes everything. This is where everything originally started from. There's a lot of things that you can do on this software. Miami-Dade just had some strong wind gusts. You got some strong winds over there, some 40s, getting up to 50s sort of a little bit. Let's see if we got any changes here. Power still 200,000. Track still the same. At 12 to 18 feet by Charlotte Harbor. That's going to be a really bad ride right there. All that storm surge that is going to come in. You gotta see how far this storm surge is actually going in, and we're talking 12 to 18 feet of storm surge. So go outside, look at your street light. That's 12 to 18 feet high. Well, definitely not 12, but it's more towards the 18 feet high. You're talking about that much water coming in, and look how far in it's coming in by Port Charlotte. All this red, Punta Gorda, all y'all, all this red, you can expect 12 to 18 feet storm surge. And then over here by Cape Coral, it's anywhere from 8 to 12, 12 to 18. Anywhere in this red is at least 12 feet storm surge for anybody. And it will be worse. Further north, it's more like 18. It's a lot of storm surge. And you can see it here for the tornadoes for today. They increased it. We got an enhanced section in tornadoes for today, guys. So for the enhanced section, we have Orlando, Florida, Deltona, Florida, Daytona Beach, Kissimmee, and Port Orange. Enhanced section. That's for those bandings that I showed you that's going to be coming on shore. And everybody else, let me show you, put it on tornadoes. That's going to be for winds. Yep. So you have the 10%. The 10% is Orlando, Deltona, Daytona Beach, Kissimmee, and Port Orange. But you got this big 5%, which is Miami, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Hialeah, and Fort Lauderdale for your chances for tornadoes today. A big area. It's a pretty huge area. All right. Oh, what to do? I want to help you guys as much as possible. My daughter has homeschool. It can get hectic, but it can wait. That's the good part about homeschool. It's on your timing. But all these cells, look, you see this long train of cells? They're going to be swinging around to the west when you give them enough time. And this is where your tornado threats is going to come in from for your 10% chance for tornadoes for today. See these riding right up the coast? Coming right off the coast, it can strengthen up in the water, and then as they go on land, it can easily go from a water spout to a tornado real quick. Still moving the same information. No change. Yeah, I slept a little bit. I don't remember how many. Probably 3. Yeah, probably 3. And then my wife come in and told me about what happened with it being upgraded from it recently getting downgraded last night. So I hurry up and jump to and hurry up and get this information out as fast as possible about the upgrade. You getting wind and rain in Jacksonville? Yeah, you got some storms coming your way. Nothing serious yet. All the rougher, severe storms is further south. So maybe it'll reach to you eventually, but your rainfall totals for Jacksonville has diminished greatly. It has really gone down. But southeastern Florida, you're okay right now until these cells start coming around. We can see if something pops out. I don't see any banding at the moment. Fort Myers. Let's see what's going on at Fort Myers. The gym. They got Cantori out there in Fort Myers. I was like, well, don't put Mike out there because nobody's going to believe it if Mike's showing wind impacts. That's the last one you want to put out there right now. Jim's kind of getting up there in the age, too. All right, we got another tornado, guys. Okay, we got an extreme wind warning. Southwestern Charlotte County and southwestern Florida, south central Sarasota County, and west central Florida until 2 p.m. Extreme winds associated with the eye wall of Hurricane Ian were moving onshore 15 miles northwest of Pineland, 20 miles southwest of Punta Gorda, moving northeast at 5 miles per hour. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. Tornado watch remains in effect until 5 p.m. for southwestern and west central Florida. Special weather statement there. You know, y'all just stay safe, man. That's enough. Thanks. Just stay safe, man. Just get past this. Just get past this so you can talk about this and all the things. Everybody watched their videos and everything about this. Just get past this. That's all you got to do. Just stay calm, ride it out, and just get past it. And everything will be okay. Then you can tell everybody you rode out Major Hurricane Ian. Next week, when you have power, you can tell us all about it. But really, stay safe. Don't go out in this weather. Don't try and get any kind of special footage that might get you a lot of views. It's not worth it, man. Screw all that. Stay safe. Stay out this weather. Stay in your safe area wherever you're at and don't leave it. Just stay there. No new warnings yet, just severe weather statements of what's going on. And even though you see the tornado right there, you look in the last shot, it's dissipated. I just got it running through an hour loop so we can stay on it and see what's coming instead of just keeping it. I mean, I got it on live scan where we get live information. That's what this radar is moving around. But instead of just keeping it still and then watching it move just a little bit in maybe 10 seconds, I'd rather just have it moving so you can see the direction everything's going. Looks like is that diminishing? No. It's moving further on land. The eye wall is going even closer, and it is wobbling right towards Port Charlotte and Venice. But that puts all the storm surge on the southeast side of this system. So definitely Cape Coral. It's hard to say where it's going after that. It could easily wobble west and then really be a even worse case for Port Charlotte. So it's too early to tell right now. but you still have the damage and wind gusts on a special weather statement that is coming through Tampa, Wimauma, Fort Meade. This is all 50 miles per hour wind gusts, high 40s to 50s. Some places a little over 50, some places under. So it's the highest so far is right there. That's in that strong cell. 53 miles per hour on that cell. That's a strong cell. Just swinging around. Large limbs are snapping off hardwood trees. Water is covering the ground. That's North Pine Island. Yeah, watch out for these winds that's coming around by Tampa now. I appreciate y'all just staying safe, man. It's the best thing you can do. Now, through all the storms, all this is the winds that's in all these storms. So all these cells that you see, not all of them is super rough. The roughest ones is the ones out here that's moving up. That's going to be a tornado threat. And this big group that's moving over Tampa and Sarasota. That is the roughest of the wind gusts in all this rain coming. Like these down here, they don't have a lot of wind gusts in them. That's why you didn't see that on the color. I don't think it would go towards Port St. Lucie. Now, if it went all the way east on this track, then maybe you would feel it by Port St. Lucie being south and east, but it's not going that way. It's been trending a north to northeast track away from y'all. So there could be some banding that affects y'all as this gets closer, but as of right now, it's not. As of right now, you're okay. We just got to keep our eye on these tornadoes because you won't see nothing, and all of a sudden you'll see 5 just pop right up, and that's not good. See these outages. 225,000 with the outages. Let's see. So far. So far, the highest amount out is, let's see, Florida Power and Light Company is working on it. They have 5 million customers and 173,000 without power for Florida Power and Light Company. Yeah, it's Orlando is okay for now, but it is coming your way. It did downgrade. For those that didn't know, it did downgrade. It was showing a Cat 4 right here where this 3 is. That went down to a 3. And where it showed a Cat 1 by Orlando, it went down to Tropical Storm right over Kissimmee. So that has upgraded since this morning. And liable to change again. They changed so much in the last 24 hours. It's unbelievable. I mean, we was literally watching this storm weaken last night and this morning. Yet here we are, and it's a whole new monster. And God bless y'all, man. Stay relaxed. I know this is a stressful time. Just guard your family, protect your property as much as you can. Just stay safe. Nothing is worth dying over. You can buy things again. Just keep yourself safe. And take it as your one time rotting it out. And just don't rot it out again. Say, hey, I've done it before, and don't do it again. You're going to be miserable with these power outages. I wish I had a whole warehouse. I wish I had a whole warehouse of solar generators, and I would just give them to you guys. Because one a month is taking forever to get them out. So far we did 3. I got another one over there now. That's a big beast. I'm going to be giving that one away as well. Yeah, the eye wall is coming on shore now. I know those winds are not going to show right. Yeah, I didn't think so. 60 miles per hour now. It's more than that, bro. So let's see what we can find as far as anybody that put any information out about the landfall. Yeah, people in Florida definitely need prayers. $137. Wow. That's some serious winds. Some serious winds. Once you get over 80, it's on a serious, dangerous level at that point. Yeah, so you're going to get all the storm surge, Fort Myers Shores, Cape Coral, Bonita Springs, but this is still shifting a little bit further northward, where Port Charlotte is getting on the impact soon. It is getting on the impact soon. Amen. Amen. Give everybody peace. Let's see what the yeah, a lot of people are hunkered down for this storm. I know there's storm chasers out there. I mean, God bless them. God keep them safe. They're putting themselves in harm's way just to make money, guys. I mean, I know they're getting the information out to everybody, but the ulterior motive is to support their family. So they're working, doing it, but they know how dangerous their job is, and they choose to do it. There's many things people can do, and getting inside any of that, very dangerous. Very dangerous. I saw Jordan Hall over in Puerto Rico. He was showing a video, and I like Jordan Hall. He does some good tornado videos. And he almost got sheared in the head by some sheet metal off a roof. And anybody done roofing, you know that sheet metal will cut you like a razor. And he didn't see it coming. It's coming from around the corner. So it's crazy to be out in this weather right now. So it's not worth it just so people can think you're cool or whatever it is these days. Not worth it. Hitting hard in Fort Myers, yes. Tampa's getting all the storms still, and you got another big group that's coming after that. That's hitting y'all now. So Tampa, Fort Meade, Wauchula. It's even going to swing around to western Lakeland. But this is all coming towards y'all. Looks like it's getting some nasty little winds picking up in that. Still looks like 50s, high 40s. They got some cells that one got 60. I saw 59 on it. High 40s to 50s is what's coming with these cells so far. It's crazy. Nothing tornadic yet going on. Wow, it's already past noon Eastern time, huh? And other than the storm chasers out there, there isn't anybody loading anything up. And I can't blame them. Right now is not the time to be out there trying to make a cool video. Not worth it. Stay safe, man. Ride it out. I'm getting some nasty winds and storm surge hitting right now for Cape Coral in the Fort Myers area. Is that moving? It's moving a little bit. It's not moving much at all. I mean, you see where it starts at on the southern side. And when you go all the way through, it's still in the same area. It's not moving much. But it's still moving. It's still moving to the north-northeast. It says north on here. I just think that needs to be updated. Let me maybe close it and open it and see if that fixes the information that we see on it. Sorry for the flashing. It still says 154 miles per hour, 10 miles per hour to the north. And that's information that's just coming straight off the satellite, guys. So it's the same information everybody else would have. 254,000 without power now. Thank you, Daniel. God bless you, man. I'm so glad you evacuated before this left, because it's really grown to a bad situation, and a lot of people didn't leave. And I can understand why, but I just hope you all will be safe, because this is looking rough. I wonder how far this big band of cells is going to go north on this tornado threat. That is some nasty cells. But you can see how you got your tornado watch all the way from this pink up here and south. The whole Florida area, pretty much, right by Orlando and south. Okay, we got a shot from Naples Pier Live Cam in Florida. I'll show you that in a sec. Some of these people just make me laugh. Alright, I'm going to show you this so you can see some of this. If you already at my Twitter, you can see them already for yourself. I'll show you in a second. Alright, let me show you. So we have this one by Scott Buchholz. No sound. This is outer band starting to hammer Cape Coral area. Had a buddy that had a swimming pool like that with a encasing. A lot of winds. Here's one from Zay Ahmed. 3 minutes ago, landfall between Venice Beach and Fort Myers. See all that surge being pushed up? It's not going to go back out. It's going to get pushed up, and more is going to get pushed up, and more is going to get pushed up. It's not going to stop. Some serious winds. And this is the satellite view from Dakota Smith as it intensifies. See all that lightning? That's intensification. That's convection. Wow, look at the eye just forming really good. Yeah, we already seen those winds. It's by Black Russian, Naples Pier. Never no sound. And I already showed this one. That was some serious winds as well. 265,000 now without power. Starting to grow a little bit. It was at 3 and it went back down, so that's a good thing, but it's starting to grow again. We have no tornadoes yet, just a special weather statement of the damaging wind gusts coming by Lake Wales, Tampa area, Sarasota. Still got the onshore flooding going on. You see all the flooding alerts popping up. And it's about to bring those hurricane winds of the eye wall. It's about to come towards Port Charlotte and Inglewood. Look at the last placement. The last placement is right here. And then everything is right here with the winds. So you're definitely going to be feeling the winds from that. Oops. It's not a tornado. So these winds are going to pick up, and all these winds are going to be shooting towards Port Charlotte as it gets a little closer. So that could be rough. And your flooding alert was for 77 more minutes. Where did you go to? Y'all see this line? This is supposed to be my information. Oh, I see. It's on the edge over here. Ah, gotcha. It's like, how come I can't even read you? Extreme wind warning. Let's get the other one out as well. Why are you way over here on other planets, man? Wow. Okay, we're going to leave him alone. That was whacked. I don't have no idea why that is way over there like that. It shouldn't be like that. But the extreme wind warning is until 1 p.m. (1 p.m. on the extreme wind. That's for Sarasota, Tampa area. Starting to get some banding picking up on southern Florida. Not really big. You don't think it's going to be too bad in Orlando? They keep going back and forth with the intensity. They keep saying a Cat 1 to a tropical storm. So far you're looking at tropical storm conditions. I don't even think that the wind rally's fixed. No, they did repair it. Okay, so everybody in South Carolina, Georgia, if you're in this blue cone, you can expect tropical storm force winds. If you're in this pink circle that goes all the way towards Jacksonville, it does go over Orlando. There's a possibility of some hurricane force wind gusts that could come your way. Otherwise, you would just be in a blue, but they have you in the pink. So that's a possibility. You got to remember that. No, it don't look like it's going to be going more on the eastern push. It's going more on the northeastern, but it's still going to do some more wobbling. It's never going to be a straight path. It is going to wobble a little bit as it heads on that northeastern, but I don't think it would be a far eastern push. Well, we didn't think that the other day as well, and look what happened. It made the far eastern push off of Cuba. These cells are flying 53 miles per hour. What was that? Expires in 73 minutes on that flooding for Port Charlotte. Another 73 minutes on that flooding. But the eye wall is coming on land. This is where it's going to start picking up for tornadoes when it gets around that. Does everybody have food and water to last you a few days? Southwest Virginia on Friday for tornadoes. No, for Friday going into Saturday, you got severe weather for the coast of South Carolina and the coast of North Carolina. I'm not showing tornadoes yet for Virginia on Friday. Some bad little storms passing by. It's still having the winds with it too. That's going towards Tampa. So we still have the wind gusts coming with this, and it's some pretty nasty wind gusts, but it's a big pocket. So what you get now in Tampa, what's over here on east of you, is coming to you right afterwards as well. Some nasty little storms. Just stay safe, stay relaxed, don't make mistakes. The last thing you want right now is a mistake. Yeah, it's calm in Port St. Lucie. The whole southeastern side of Florida is okay. So we have for the echo tops. Nothing big. I expected at least 60,000 feet echo tops. We don't have that. How's Cape Coral, guys? How's y'all power looking over there? 272 is going up a little bit. You have 6 months of food? Wow. How is Titusville? Well, the whole eastern side of Florida is looking okay. All these cells that are training all the way down, they're going further north, passing by you. So there are some cells roaming around, but it's not going over you as of the moment. It's just now passing by, and the wind gust is going with it. What was the wind gust on that? There we go. Yeah, the wind gust is just now leaving you in Titusville, is leaving you with those storms. And then the cells that's coming behind you, a lot of them are offshore. They're by Merritt Island right now. But just give it time. Those will also come back around. Let me switch this real quick. See them right here, Merritt Island, Cape Canaveral, last shot. Right here, this is coming in your direction. So give it time. You do have more storms coming your way. Still got some bad banding coming over Cape Coral, but it's about to be a little bit easier, but you still got the winds, you still got the storm surge that's coming with this. Reed Timmer was shut down on YouTube. Why was that? Why was Reed shut down? What did he do wrong? He didn't do anything. Is that true? No, you're fine. Just stay safe. Just know everybody's safe. That makes me happy. No, he's not shut down. He's good. Three, 4, 4, 7, 2. Excuse me. His YouTube's not loading right. Yeah, I saw he did a stream about something going on just a little while ago. He's getting good views on it. His channel's fine. Sorry. So far for that area, it's looking like anywhere from 8 to 9 inches of rainfall for you. And 50 to 60 miles per hour wind gust over in Silver Springs for you, brother. You said your mom is over there? Getting a dry throat. Will it get bad for Orlando? Now, the roughest part is what's happened for the next few hours. It still have problems, but it's just the roughest part is now. I'm going to go put this coffee up. It's kind of wearing on my throat. Excuse me, it's messing up my throat. Let me go fix that. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, I got rid of the coffee. I was feeling a little bit better. But now, my daughter has 2 portfolios to do, guys. If you don't know about homeschool, these portfolios are like big projects. And they put them pretty heavy on people that do homeschool. I really think they give them too much. And she's 2 behind because I've been streaming these last couple of days. And one of them is due for tomorrow, and it's going to take us a while. So what I'm going to do is say a prayer for everybody. And then I'm going to have to go do these portfolios for my daughter. I can't let her get a bad grade because she didn't do it. Let me read Psalms to you. I love Psalms. Yeah, God is always with us, brother. Don't get lied to. He is always with us. All right, I'm going to read Psalm 23 again. Try and give people a little bit of strength. Remember, no matter what happens, stay calm. Don't go outside. Stay in your safe area, but stay calm. Stay away from windows, for sure. Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. May God bless you. May God watch over you all and restore your power quickly as this happens to you all. I wish the best for you. If I finish her project early enough, I will jump back on just to read information to those that need it, those that want it, just to try and do my part and help out as much as possible. Thank you again for your time today. God bless every single one of you. All glory does go to God. Through any kind of dark times you're at, give God glory. He will help you. He loves to answer prayers. Try it. I think you will be shocked. God bless you all. May God give you strength. Keep your power in your home. Keep all your loved ones safe. And most of all, restore you as quick as possible. Amen. Hallelujah. God bless you all. I will try and get back on as soon as I can to give y'all information as soon as I can. Please be safe. I wish the best for every single one of you.